What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our third exclusive segment from the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ryan. I'm Anthony as well. We are the greatest podcast on turf.
So for this exclusive segment, we are going to be doing our weekly best bets episode. I heard from somebody that we were 6-0 last week. I'm not really sure who, but anyways, be sure to check out our other content this week. We did a waiver wire episode. We did a recap of last week. We also did a stardom sit-em episode. We also did our weekly pick'em episode where I have a commanding lead over this guy I'm sitting next to. So yeah, be sure to tune into this episode. Check out the other ones if you haven't yet. Check out our TikTok. Check out our TikTok podcast. Like and subscribe. And our sponsor,
Little Italy Pizzeria, smooth like Skippy. My family's business, link to the website is in the description, brand new website. If you come into Little Italy, let them know the greatest podcast on turf sent you and they will take a percentage off your meal. We call that the greatest podcast on turf special, better than the Philly special, better than any other of them BS specials. The greatest podcast on turf special, let them know they sent you, we'll take a percentage off your meal. And link to the website in the brand new description. Link to the brand new website in the description.
There you go.
Like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, check out our other content. And with that being said, my first best bet / lock of the week. Give me my New England Patriots -7 versus the Jets. I'll be at the game. That's how I know we're going to win. We're going to blow them out by 30. The Jets suck.
If you guys lose, you're going to text immediately for me.
If we lose, I'm going to jump off the stadium.
In game.
Middle of the game, I'll streak the field. If the Patriots lose, I'll go on the field.
You won't.
We'll talk about it on the podcast. Brandon, link in the description for the podcast this week. Check it out. It was a funny one. But yeah, Patriots -7. That's being generous against the sorry Jets. The Patriots knocked their socks off last time. The Jets suck. Mac Jeezy versus Zach Bum Wilson this week. Give me Mac Jeezy 7 out of 7 days of the week, twice on Sunday. Patriots are coming off a brutal loss and the Jets just suck. 7 points is perfect. Give me my Patriots -7 and lock it in. Lock.
For my first best bet, this is one that I feel pretty confident on. Turns out I've been backing Philly for a lot this year. I don't know why, but I keep backing them. For whatever reason, maybe it's Jalen Hurts, who knows. But they're playing in LA this week, and they're 3-point underdogs. I think they're going to win this game outright. I think what happened with LA last week, basically it was the coach got fired. They came out with some momentum. They were either going to come out one of two ways, on fire or slow. They came out on fire. This week, I think they come down to earth.
We have 4,000 views.
Nice. This week they're going to come back to earth. They're in Vegas, but this is going to be a home game for Philly. Philly travels the best. Philly arguably has the best, worst fans in all of football. It's true, but best, worst fans. And they're going to be at home in Vegas. Philly has been starting slow. I get that. But they're going to be able to run the ball against Vegas. Jalen Hurts is going to be able to do whatever he wants on the ground. Jalen Hurts, he's been the best fantasy quarterback so far this season. In terms of safety, he's put up 20 points in every single game. Even if he had 1 point at halftime, Jalen Hurts has been doing pretty good. Vegas, I think they're a team still in shambles. I think they come out flat this week, and I think Philly takes this one home at home in Vegas.
This is a shitty game. The Eagles suck. The Raiders suck. They both suck. This is going to be a battle of who sucks a little less. But I like that bet. I'd take Philly +3 as well. The Raiders aren't good. The Eagles suck even more, though. The Eagles just blow. They're a bad team. They're only good in the second half, and then they still suck. But yeah, is that your lock? Which one's your lock?
I'll say my lock at the end. I got to think about it.
That's fair. My second one, this is kind of a tough one for me. But give me the Dolphins +2.5 at home versus the Falcons. The Dolphins are coming off a tough loss. Falcons are coming off the bye. This has makings to be kind of a high score depending on how Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts go. But I mean, like we talked about on yesterday's exclusive segment, link in the description for Stardom Sit-em Fantasy Football. Be sure to check that out. Tua's got something to prove now that his name's being thrown around in trade talks. He's going to try and make a case on why the Dolphins shouldn't give up on him right away. The Dolphins is where he wanted to get drafted. They talked about tanking for Tua that whole entire season, that whole off season, and he's finally there, and then he's not even 10 starts in yet, and he's already on the trading block, and it's pretty much written in stone he's going to get traded at this point. So Tua's going to come out against a sorry excuse of a football team of the Atlanta Falcons, try and have a day and try and prove to the Dolphins that they shouldn't give up on him. So give me the Dolphins plus 2.5, and I mean that 2.5 could be being real generous, especially that they're the underdogs at home to the Falcons.
My next best bet this week is the Cincinnati Bengals plus 6 in Baltimore. I know Baltimore has been balling out lately. I know they just blew out the Chargers, but they're due to settle back down and come into earth. I'm looking at a Bengals team where they've won a lot of games this season by big margins, but they've also, the ones that they've lost them close. They only lost to Green Bay by 3. They lost to Chicago by 3. They've been losing close games, and now they're getting 6 points going up against the Ravens. I know it's in Baltimore. I know Baltimore's hot, but I see the Cincinnati Bengals being able to keep up with them. Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, they got just as good of an offense as the Baltimore Ravens. I know Baltimore has Lamar Jackson, potential league MVP, but I think Joe Burrow can hang in there. I think this game is going to be closer than 6 points. I think this could be a field goal type of game. It's a division rivalry. I don't see the Ravens just blowing the doors off of this team. I don't. And I see this being a close one.
That's fair. I like that one. I like the stats you brought into that one about how the Bengals have a lot of close games and losses this year. For my final best bet of the week, got the Titans plus 5.5 at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Pretty much, this was a very tough game to bet on. This is going to be a shootout. Both defenses are bad. If you want to know who I picked to win this game, link in the description of the podcast. We went in depth on all the games this week. But yeah, the Titans, last time they played was at the end of the regular season last year, and I think they're like middle end of the regular season last year, and the Titans won by a game-ending field goal. So, I mean, I'm kind of riding that one till the wheels fall off. 5.5 points. I think this is another one that we could be looking at a field goal type of game. So I don't think the Chiefs come out and blow them out. I don't think the Titans come and blow them out. I think this is an offensive battle, and I think the Titans can keep this one within a field goal. Potentially it come down to a field goal like it did the last time these two teams met. So with that being said, give me the Titans plus 5.5. Lock it in.
My next best bet, this is probably my lock of the week. We got the Saints traveling to Seattle, 4.5 point favorites. I think they still cover in this game. Seattle, I know they hung around against Pittsburgh, but I think the Saints are going to bring it this week. They're coming off of a bye week, so that's huge already. The Saints defense is really good. Seattle's got a new starting quarterback in Geno Smith, who hasn't played a lot of football this past 4 or 5 years. The Saints have done pretty good against the spread so far this season. They beat teams when they beat them. They just destroyed Washington. Seattle was kind of a similar team to Washington, I would say. I think Kamara is going to have a huge game against Seattle. He's definitely done that before. And give me the Saints minus 4.5 against Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely. I like all our bets of the week. You can lock all our bets this week because we went undefeated last week. We're riding that streak. I forgot to mention it at the beginning of this episode. Our current best bets record is 28-14 on the year. That's about...
Oh boy, here comes quick math. 2-1.
That don't make sense. It's not 2.
It is
2%.
Oh my! This guy's not very good at math. You
What
guys get it.
percentage is it?
200%. Anyways,
Oh my God,
for every 2 we get right, we get 1 wrong. That's pretty good numbers. Anyways, thank you for listening. We're trying to make you guys some money. We've been doing pretty good, so keep listening.
Yeah, I mean, numbers don't lie. Neither does film. Pretty much, we're the best at what we do. I've been saying it. Check out the podcast link below. This was a little bit of a shorter episode. Like, subscribe, keep showing us love. Keep checking out all our episodes. Keep showing us love. We appreciate it. We're on the road, pushing 300 subs. Our goal is 500 by the end of this year. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Please show us love. And we'll see you guys next week. Place your bets. Set your lineups. Make some money this weekend. Good luck. We'll see you guys.
See ya.
Peace.